mindfulness. There's a lot of talk about this at the minute, but people don't truly understand what it's about. It's about living in the here and now, not worrying about things that have gone on, and also not getting all stressed and worked up about things that are to come. At the minute, particularly while work is stressful, it's busy, it can become very easy to overthink, to worry about what's coming. Oh my God, the dread of it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse. Rather than just saying, right, what are my jobs today? What am I going to get completed today? And whatever happens tomorrow is going to happen anyway, and so I will deal with it when it comes. Don't spend time sitting there worrying about the what ifs. On the other side of the coin, there's the worrying about decisions and getting worked up about decisions you made a couple of days ago. Being professional, as you all are, it is totally understandable to reflect on days and also learn from lessons. That's life, that's being professional. But there's a thin line between reflecting and learning and moving on and reliving and constantly tormenting yourself with things that have gone on in the past. At the minute, we need to focus on here and now. What are today's tasks? What can I get completed today? What are our priorities? Get them done and move on to the next. Something to help with that is, we've mentioned in a few of the other videos, carrying a notebook around with you everywhere. Just so that when those thoughts enter your head about things to do or things you need to check, scribble them down in the notepad. When you get to your moments in the day, particularly in the first thing in the morning, as we've suggested, where you reflect on your priorities for that forthcoming day, that's where you can then make a list, take a check of all those things that you scribbled down the previous day, make your new order, your new schedule for this day now, and so that you can get after it and chase it. We've also mentioned about considering what are you grateful for. Waking up in the morning and considering, what am I thankful for today? What am I pleased that I have in my life that is helping me be the person I am today? When you have all those, flick to a separate page within that notebook and write them all down. Times when you're feeling a little bit low during the day, you've then got the option to scroll into your notebook to your page of things that you're grateful for and just have a read through the list. It's amazing the effect of just reading that list to yourself will have on your mood and take you away from the immediate stress and anxiety you're feeling. Also on that is performing a regular act of kindness. Now, I try to do one of these at least one a day. Now, doesn't have to be anything big. It can be seeing someone struggling in the seeing an old lady possibly in the supermarket in the queue and saying, go on, you go to the front, love, and go before me. To sending a little note to someone a neighbour down the road to say, I've not seen you for a little while. It's us at number 7. We're just checking in to check that you're okay. Those little acts of kindness, knowing that you've done a good deed for someone without any expectation of anything in return, will give you an amazing sense of gratitude and well-being within yourself. I would then also recommend that you also write a list of those down in your notebook as well. And again, when you're feeling a little bit low, just have a scroll through those moments when you're thinking, I'm just not good enough at my job, because we all get them at time to time during the day, particularly when things are busy. Chance to go back to those acts of kindness and go, no, do you know what? Pick yourself up. You've done all these lovely things for other people. Now get after your job. Minimising times on phones, scrolling through endless social media lives. Remember, like we've said in other videos, people will only ever put their best side on social media. Easy to get drawn into what a life they lead and look at what I'm doing at the minute and, oh, woe is me. Limit the screen time, limit the extra pressure that's coming into your life. Then finally, we're not pretending that pressure isn't going to hit and it isn't going to feel heavy on your chest. And when those moments when you feel like, I can't take a deep breath in, or you can feel your heart pumping out your chest, or you can feel yourself getting erratic, it's important that you have some way, some mechanism of calming yourself down and refocusing on the jobs at hand and what's important. Now, the best, most effective way to do this is with your breathing. And we talked about it a little bit when we did the stretch videos about controlled counted breathing. Find a place. Often, if you are getting worked up and you can feel yourself getting to that point, come away from your workspace at home, go into a separate room, possibly the bedroom or a quiet place. Sit in complete still, no phones, no distractions, and take some long, deep breaths in through your nose, filling your lungs, and out slowly. And we're going to count them every time. So we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for about 2, and breathe out for 4. And I want you to take 10 long, deep breaths like that, with your eyes closed if you want to, and just focus in on the here and now. And just watch that heart rate, that anxiety level just drop as you go through. Not a miracle cure. The job is still, whatever it was that worked you up initially, is still going to be there. But it will take some of that added stress, some of that those added thoughts that are rushing around in your mind away, so that again, back to what we were saying, you can focus on the here and now and the actual job at hand. We're trying to minimize catastrophe. We're trying to minimize any sensationalization and just focus on, what do I have to do? Let me get it done. Finally, another one that's adding in subconsciously, and it's just something I just want to throw in at the end, is WhatsApp. It's becoming the new kind of reason for anxiety. So many people are involved in WhatsApp chats. Brilliant, keeping the social network going and keeping you feeling like you're in touch with all your mates. But threads can start to get out of hand, feeling like you're missing out, feeling like you need to catch up. Mute your chats, and there'll be a link in these notes to how to mute a WhatsApp chat if you don't know. Mute it, so that when you come away from work, when you're in those breaks, it's at that point that you can then take your phone out, have a quick read, quick laugh, put your phone down. It won't disturb you again until your next break. Again, allowing you to focus on the here and now, the job at hand. Give some of those tips a go, see how you get on.